everybody, this is Sister Omi. I hope everyone's doing well. I am here to do the full moon in Libra reading, and this is going to be for everybody. I pulled some cards at the end. I will pull cards, clarifiers for the elements. We're all going through a lot of changes. The world is changing and we all have to adapt. And I just hope everyone is doing well, staying healthy, and we'll just take it from there, okay? So with that said, I hope everyone goes back and check out the weekly reading. And I think I'm going to be changing this going forward, but I'll keep you posted. So let's just take a look at the cards for a moment, but then let's just think about Libra for a moment. Libra's the scales. You think of Libra, you kind of think of temperance. You think about balanced scales, justice, fairness, equality in relationships. And with all that's going on this full moon, we're all especially sensitive to situations. And if there are areas that are lacking, we're going to try to figure out how to balance the scales without being selfish, because Libra tends to be a people pleaser. So let's just look at the cards. Let's just see what we have here. First card is the Earth element. So when we think of Earth, we think of a solid foundation. Now this is in reverse. So the world is shifting. Nothing is how it was for anybody. Okay? And let's think about this like Earth signs: Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. We'll be going into Taurus season May. Well, really, it'll be the end of this month, so that could be significant for some. Or Virgo season, into August, going into September, then Capricorn in January, that could be significant for some. Or some people under the signs. Now, it could be their sun, moon, or rising, so it's just that earth element, and there may be some encounter you may have with one of these earth elements that make you maybe feel imbalanced. But ultimately, I'm looking at this now, the world, this is global now. Everything is shifting, so we're all going to have to rebalance, recalibrate, and look at our foundation and really look at what's important. And how do we bring that Libra balance into that situation? What we have here is the Queen of Hearts. And so, we can let our heart rule the head, or we're maybe feeling overwhelmed. And I think a lot of people are. It's just the times right now. So we need to, everyone, just take the time and sit back and think about what makes us tick, what makes us feel grounded. This Earth, this is in reverse. They're both in reverse. So let's look at them together in the sense that emotionally, everyone's probably a little off kilter, or we're just feeling emotionally drained, or there is a need to release a lot of built up pressure, or be just rid of things that bring pressure to our lives that, or burdens that just are not ours. They're not ours to carry. And that could be a reason there is some emotional drain. And on the other hand, there may be some that just refuse or just don't want to deal with their emotions because they're attached to pain, or there's some disconnect with reality. So what we're looking at is our inner feelings, our self-care, self-love, or is it codependency? And with that Libra, are we giving too much and not getting enough back in return? So we need to focus on what brings that emotional fulfillment. This is about taking care of yourself. Or you're always worrying about other people, and now you really just need to focus on yourself. This is really a need for self-care. Everyone right now really needs to take care of themselves. And I'm not talking about, forgetting your loved ones or anything like that, but maybe not give so much, because you have to get yourself recentered here. I think everybody, like I said, the world is changing. Like you're walking down the street, all these people in masks. To me, it's like we're living in a science fiction movie. So we have to adjust to these changing times. So this is why I decided to do this for the collective. Okay? And during this process, getting our foundation, redefining that foundation and redefining what brings emotional satisfaction, because we're talking about emotional complexities here. And in doing so, we can move into this page, it's the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is coming forth. And knights don't play. Knights are serious. Knights come with information. And this is the Knight of Pentacles. So it's about finding the right measure, at the same time being cautious, being maybe a little adventurous, but throughout, not to be obsessive. I think this is calling really to not be obsessive, not be pessimistic, just deal with the reality of the situation. Because the way this is depicted, the colors and everything, it just kind of makes it look a little ominous. And it would be that way if we feed into being pessimistic. Oh my goodness, I couldn't get that out. And that's due to the emotions. And Pentacles is the earth, that foundation. This is our material view, including business, trade, property, your money matters, investments. So if we want to be able to move forward and handle the situation, we cannot be obsessive. In fact, looking at the cards the way they are right now, this is also saying pause before you move forward. We're all being asked to more or less recalibrate before we can move forward, until we get in touch with what the new foundation is going to be, and how we're going to and when we get in touch with our emotions, then we'll be able to move forward. So I would encourage everyone not to make any big drastic decision at this time. Develop a wait and see attitude. Let's wait and see exactly what's going to happen. So it's going to be hard, but there is a need to look at try to get a light-hearted mental attitude, more playful, more curious, instead of demanding and requesting definitive answers right now, because everyone is feeling a little off balance. And until there's some stability, we all are more or less in somewhat of a holding pattern. So this is really calling on a lot of faith before taking action. And then what I have here is sweetgrass. Now, Corandera. I don't think I pronounced that correct, of earth. But it's the equivalent or similar to the king. This is about wisdom, legacy, and good counsel. This is sort of like the king, or it's like the king. So they approach adventure, they approach things with a sense of kindness and curiosity about the outcome. However, this is a time to trust and to respond with any question with the answer should be maybe so. Let me think about it and I'll get back to you. This is what this is asking to do. And sweetgrass, this is about the living earth. The earth that is a little off balance right now. And the earth, the living earth is a great teacher. And you look at the sweetgrass, how they're braiding it together. So it's being braided together with love, health, and wealth. And then give it away. Let that fragrance, if you can get a hold of some sweetgrass, it would, like some people use sage to smoke their house. Maybe some sweetgrass to, actually it'd probably lighten the mood a little bit, just the sweet fragrance of it. But this is about bringing attention to the rich bounty that nature provides. So getting back in touch with this earth, and we have this king of earth. If you could get outside, maybe pot some plants, start a little herb garden, do something that's going to connect you with the earth. This will help all of us to some degree get grounded. And be grateful. This is a time to be grateful. Grateful for the small things. And this is about sharing some joy and abundance of life. Now, I saw someone was having a party, but it was like an online party. Everyone got together. You know, they're talking about social distancing, but I just like this. Someone made reference, I think it's more apropos, the physical distancing. So this is a good time to get in contact, talk to people, stay in touch. And then maybe even to get closer to the earth, maybe try to grow some sweetgrass. You know, you could grow anything nowadays in pots. So it may be good to try to do that. And just find some space for some gratitude. Because what I see, once everyone, we get rebalanced physically and emotionally and be able to move forward, there is going to be a shift. And what I see this shift is, as we share, we're going to be sharing more joy. Because this is really teaching us, like, don't sweat the small stuff. You know, life is precious. The earth is precious. This week is that Libra. And if you're feeling the need to do for others, do it with measure. I'm not saying don't do it, but do it with measure. Don't give everything you've got, because you're going to need some things for yourself. And once we get through this transition now, I'm saying this is the Libra moon. So this new moon phase is 30 days, but I see this lag going on. This is one of those readings that you could come back to, and it's going to be apropos, especially during these times. So, with that said, I really, really feel that everyone needs to give themselves more self-care. Do more to get yourself grounded. Get grounded within your family, with yourself, and then within your family. So when the shift begins to happen and you can move forward, I really believe more people are going to maybe see some of the things that they took for granted, and now it's going to be more appreciation for things that we just, assume is going to be there, or we just assume certain things. So I see this whole shift is a new sense of gratitude and appreciation. Like, now, it's like, okay, you want to go, I'm trying to think of some store, J.C. Penney's. Like, you can't go to J.C. Penney's and you just take for granted that you could just run there. And I know that's kind of big, and I'm using that as an analogy as some of the things that we just take for granted every day. I mean, there's no cars on the road. There's no people about because we all have to more or less quarantine and isolate. So there's a new sense of gratitude and appreciation for the things that we have and just did not pay attention to. So with that said, since this is the Libra moon, and Libra is an air sign, so let's look at Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. I'm going to pull a chakra card for the air signs. Spirit, give me a card for the air signs. Whoa, too many fell out. Too many. I just want one. We're not going to do that today. There we go. Guilt. You can't have any guilt at this time. This is that passion. The passion chakra, your second chakra. What brings you passion? Maybe you need to reevaluate this. Because you look at this, she's working, and the person in the background isn't working. So are you the person, this is maybe some of that emotional stuff that you really need to look at. Are you the one doing all the work? Are you the one doing all the giving, and it's not being reciprocated? Reevaluate that. Eat your oranges, drink plenty of water, but don't have any guilt if you have to say no at this particular time. There's no reason to have any guilt. And that's for Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. And Libra, at this particular time, you may be feeling, because this is your new moon. This is yours, mine, ours. And it's not so easy to differentiate, to know the difference in relationships of all kinds. So give yourself the freedom and space to do what makes you feel good. And Aquarius, there's two sides to every story. So before rushing to make a snap judgment, I would encourage you to look at the whole picture and determine exactly what the differences are and to find your own truth, and to do that without guilt. And Gemini, you are the communicator. So this full moon, you're not only, maybe you're enjoying the moment and maybe you're getting some attention, but this is also encourage you to stay grounded, because this could be in reverse. Are you the person that's always taking and never giving? This is a time to get or look at the roles we play and do so guilt-free. Now, I pulled an oracle card, and it's your guardian angel, air signs, Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. You're not alone. Just know that you are not alone. You have a guardian angel that's going to help you through this phase. You can get through this and get through it guilt-free. All you have to do is take the time and look at what you need to feel secure. What do you need to feel emotionally balanced before you can go forward without guilt? And then realizing that you probably have a lot more to share and appreciate. Okay? So, let's do Earth. That's Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. Spirit, give me a message for Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. Just one card. I just want one. You all keep trying to give me all these cards, and there we go. We just got one. Oopsie. You got your solar plexus, earth signs. That means get out into the sun. There's a miracle waiting to happen once you tap into your own inner flame. The solar plexus, the sun, the fire. What gets you stirred up? What that fire inside of you? Just realize if there is a miracle. Just recalibrate. And if you look at this, I don't know if you can see it. You see the girl, the figure dancing in the middle? It's almost like having an epiphany here. So sometimes bad things happen and good things can come out of it. Even if we all have a new sense of self-realization. Okay. You got the Shaolin Master. Be graceful in movement and action. So that being graceful is also saying move slowly. Your earth sign, so you can calculate, you can strategize as you move through getting yourself rebalanced physically and emotionally. Now we keep saying earth physical, but this is also our bodies also. So we got to think about our health. And your emotions have an effect on your health. And so get a grip on that so that you can move forward and smell that sweet grass. Be graceful in movement. No need to make knee-jerk reactions. There's no need to demand that you get it now. That patience, developing that patience, there's a miracle waiting for you once you do that. So we did water, earth. So let's see here. We need a little bit of fire. And let me go back to the earth for a minute. This is also saying be graceful in movement, like Virgo. You know, everything is like in moderation. You know, and with that moderation, you'll be able to see things in a little differently. In Taurus, don't try to do everything at once because you don't want to risk burning out. So be graceful in movement. Take your time, especially if you've been trying to juggle a lot of different things. And Capricorn, you're feeling some behind the scenes stress. So you need to slow down and recalibrate because there's a solution. There's a that miracle. I'm saying solution, but what you're going to have to do is draw on your resources of empathy so that you can transform this particular situation that you're in. So you're being called upon to be graceful so that you can get that miracle. And all the earth signs could dance in the fire. Just slow down. So who else? We had earth, water, fire. So who's fire? Aries. Who else? Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Spirit, give me one card for the fire signs. Woo. You got your heart chakra. And it says gossip. So when I look at this, the heart chakra, fire signs, I'm looking at this as don't judge. Because nothing is what it looks like. As this depicted, it's like assume like this lady's a crazy lady and come to find out she really wasn't. But, you know, people tend to slander others. So you're being encouraged to recalibrate. You're being encouraged here to look at things another way. And so like Aries, you're like a go-getter. You're kind of single-minded. So maybe you need to check out your relationships and really check them out to see what type of relationship they really are, and don't judge it. And Leo, you know, maybe you're thinking this is the heart, like the grass may be greener on the other side, and maybe you need to tend to your own garden. And who else? Who was the other one? Who's the other fire sign I said? Sagittarius. And Sagittarius, you need to be open to people with different views maybe have to teach you. So this is all about opening up your heart. And this is a time to recalibrate and get balance. You know, maybe you have to look at others, a different perspective, to get a better understanding of yourself. Because this is what this is. Self-realization for everyone across the board. So let me get an oracle card for my fire signs. Spirit, just give me one card here. They're trying to throw out a whole lot. We don't want a whole lot. We just want one. The Knight. Be brave and honest. Isn't that something? The Heart. Don't judge. Be brave. Be honest. And if you don't know, wait and see. Or maybe just ask the question and find out. And this could... Being brave, being honest, and being mindful of how you judge other people, that is definitely going to shape your foundation as a person. So, we did water, earth, fire, so we have air. So the air signs. Wait a second. Air signs, Libra. No, we did Libra. We did Libra, we did earth, we did fire. Now we have water. Woo, that's right. We did air first because this was the Libra moon. So, whoa. All of these were flying out. All right, water, you can't have all these. So, let's see. Spirit, just give me... Oh my gosh. Recovery. This is a time of recovery for everyone. looking at, take a look at what you have been through, how you see it, how are you looking at things, right? Because this is the brow chakra, your eyes, your visualization. Have you been looking at things for what they are, or are you looking at things for how you want them to be? And that could be part of why you may feel not grounded and emotionally upside down. So this is a time for recovery. This is recover and rediscover yourself. See things for what they are. It's like you have the key to the future. You just have to open your eyes. And so let's see, water signs. Let's see, the water signs. Pisces. So the relationships. Are you codependent, or are they give and take? And maybe expressing your anger and your different emotions could be challenging, but it's also a very powerful act of self-love. You know, you have to stand up for yourself emotionally, and that's why you may be feeling a little upside down emotionally and not grounded at this particular time. Okay? And then Cancer, you know, maybe this is affecting your career. Or maybe it's your home. Maybe you've been trying to escape from something and you need to recover. And rest. And Scorpio. Now Scorpios, now we know y'all are intense. Although you may feel like business as usual, but there's some hidden dynamics that are for you to recover and discover. So maybe you got to tap into some of your subconscious fears, and just be careful not to go too far down a rabbit hole, because we know, Scorpio, y'all can go deep. So this is a time for recovery for the water signs. So Spirit, give me one card here. Okay, they trying to give me a bunch, and we're not going to have that today. Okay? We're not going to have that. But what we do have is the medicine guardian. Be open to healing information. So the recovery is going to allow you to heal. But you have to look at things for what they are, not what you want them to be. Open your eyes. And when you do that, the healing guardian, the medicine guardian, you know, you're going to get some information that's going to help you get regrounded physically and emotionally, so that you could charge forward and smell that sweet grass. Wow. I think this is beautiful. But across the board, we all have to take time and reflect on what makes us feel secure and grounded, what makes us feel emotionally balanced. And once we all get a grip on that, we can be able to charge forward with whatever plans, because you're going from the knight to the king. So this is all about rebuilding the foundation physically and emotionally across the board. So you guys, let me know what you think. And this is a new moon reading in Libra for all the signs. So everyone, please just stay safe, stay well, take care of yourself, eat well, don't go to the fast food places, and just reach out to people, okay? I know that might sound a little counter, but just check on people. Just say hi, how you doing, okay? Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment down below. This is Sister Omi. Peace.